That raises serious questions about what kind of chance he'd stand against such overwhelming...
What the fuck?
He was hit by a fucking grenade! How could he possibly be alive? That's it? A scar? A fucking scar? In the first movie, those grenades disintegrated people down to the bone!
So Peter tries to recruit the help of Goblin 2 Electric Boogaloo. Of course, he tells him to fuck off. Just as Spidey leaves, Harry's butler finally has something to say.
The night your father died, I cleaned his wound. The blade that pierced his body came from his glider. I know you're trying to defend your father's honor, but there's no question that he died by his own hand.
He knew the whole time? He knew the whole time? He knew the whole time? Why didn't he tell Harry about this earlier? Why now? It's been like 3 years. What was he waiting for the right time to tell him? His dad dies. No. He tries to kill Spider-Man. No. He dons green tights and takes mega steroids. No. But a grenade to the face. Perfect. That is the perfect moment to tell somebody the truth about how their dad died.
So Spider-Man shows up to save Mary Jane, but Venom and a giant Sandman start beating him senseless. But just in time, New Goblin, no longer under the influence of Goblin Classic, decides to help out Spidey. So Spider-Man and Green Goblin Championship Edition team up to save Mary Jane and defeat Sandman. But just as Sandman falls, Venom shows up to kick Spider-Man's ass. But G2 Judgment Day saves Spidey's life at his own expense.
I'm busy wondering just why you would put blades at the very front of a foot-operated glider in the first place. I mean, it seems like a very risky accessory that serves more harm than benefit.
Spider-Man realizes that Venom's weakness is sound, so he weakens him with the metal tubes and pulls Eddie out of the suit. The symbiote is pissed and takes life of its own, but Spidey tosses a grenade at it. Eddie tries to rebond with this symbiote, but...
So, the grenades can completely disintegrate an alien life form and a normal human being, but leave Harry Osborn with only a scar? Makes sense to me!
So Sandman shows up and asks Peter to forgive him for what he did. He does, and Sandman leaves.
Remember, kids, you can kill, rob, and hurt anybody that you want to, and you won't get into any trouble as long as you apologize.
So Peter and Mary Jane say their final goodbyes to Harry Goes to Hell, the final goblin. Afterwards, they finally get back together.
This movie blows! The plot is awful, the characters suck, and there are enough continuity errors to make Uwe Boll hang his head in shame. I mean, I expected so much out of this movie. Why wouldn't I? The first two were pinnacles of filmmaking. This one was utter shit. Normally, in situations like this one, I'd blame the writer instead of the director. But I can't do that in this case because Sam Raimi wrote this piece of crap as well as directed it. Now, I can easily name 3 things to make this movie better. Just 3.
1. Use any villain other than the Sandman.
Sandman sucks, and there was room in the plot for any other villain. I mean, Doc Connors was in the first two. They could have used the Lizard. If they had changed some of the plot details, they could have used the exact same plot for Electro. I don't know, the Scorpion. He would have been a great movie villain if they'd used him, but they didn't. They used the Sandman.
B. Stop focusing on Uncle Ben.
At this point, no one cares about the death of Uncle Ben, so stop focusing on him. The plot device that you used to focus on him was utter bullshit.
And finally, save Venom for the sequel.
Go ahead, keep the black suit. Just don't use Venom. What they should have done is, after Spider-Man realizes that the black suit is messing him up, go to the bell tower, remove the symbiote, then fight the major villain without the black suit, resolve everything, tie everything together, then have Eddie Brock going to the church and getting possessed by Venom as a twist ending. We all know that there's gonna be a Spider-Man 4, so why not? This is the Necro Critic saying, Sam Raimi, as much as I love your directing, when it comes to writing, stick to horror spoofs.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.